Well, we have on the front page that we can find out how many more must die. It's a question being asked about how efforts are not being made to ensure that we find some lasting solutions to the flood problems in the capital. On the front page of the General Telegraph, we have buildings standing on water courses to be demolished following floods. Floods-related explosion that killed over 100. And police officers complete intensive training on cyber security. Back page, Ghana slips on FIFA rankings. We're told that we're fourth in Africa still, but gone down the world order. Tottenham Hotspur's plotting transfer coup for Andre Ayew. There have been mixed reports saying it's not true, but there's a transfer window season, so you get to hear a lot more of the news. Okay, one call. The Daily Heritage front page, Black Wednesday, 100th perish in horrible disaster. Mahama calls it catastrophic. Rollins, I wish I had a bulldozer. Akufo-Addo, dark moment in the history of Ghana. Lekma residents angry over waterway demolition notice. Man 22 defiles girl 11. Back page, black satellites aim high against Panama. Esperanza expects a difficult test. And also, I'm getting the news. What? Okay. So we're told that satellite they beat Panama this morning 1-0. How did they do that? By their own effort. The Al-Hajj newspaper, MPP now believes in prayer. Papa Duncan Williams vindicated. 6, the face of God. NDC MPP promoting disorder. Ghana becoming a lawless state, according to the report, as security services are incapacitated. We also have Ashanti MPP push Nada to negotiate with Afoko and Japan. Prayer for President Mahama ahead of this year's Ramadan. Al-Babalami tells Muslims. Back page, Paul Pogba, who plays for Juventus, is a player who can do everything. And according to the reports we're getting on the various football news pages, he is said to be saying, or quoted as saying, he really loves Barcelona and the style of play. Let's say, come to Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, I was a Chelsea. Okay, so that'll be it. Now, we have to go and do some online things. And, well, so we'll get to see what the story is on the front, well, not on the front page of the paper. On the main page, the home page of myjoyonline.com, Circle Fire. Our hearts go out to families in the informal sector is not illegitimate, we're told, and that story has been attributed to the Vice President, Papa Kwesi Arthur. Dating male celebrities is deadly, a quote attributed to celebrity Yvonne Nelson. Photos, floods, fire disaster, kill hundreds plus in Accra. And so you just have to get onto the page of myjoyonline.com. You get to see all the pictures there. You get to know what the stories are. And you have an insider view about how the reporting has been done and death toll, etc. Because the death toll in Twin Fire flood disaster hits 200, we're told. That's not the official figure yet, but President Mahama, meanwhile, has declared 3 days of mourning starting from Monday. But we have other stories about weekly morning wrap-up from the morning man, Kweju Yankson. Deranged woman hacks mother of 6 to death with an axe. And then we have other stories. Mahama breached no protocol in delegating the foreign minister, Hannah Tete, according to a story attributed to political scientists. So we know this follows some comments that were made by the former president, Jerry John Rawlings, at an event of African mayors. And it was just a misunderstanding, according to what the officials say, also adequately reported. Okay, so we're going to look at also today's front pages, and it will be clicked very soon. Okay, so the front pages are there. Front page of the graphic has apocalypse in Accra, 5, and flooding resulting from torrential rains brought Accra to its knees last Wednesday night. with unimaginable loss of lives and destruction of property as well. President declares 3 days of mourning, we're told, and already President John Mahama is saying that relief effort will still continue, and at least $12 million has been earmarked to make sure that victims in affected areas try to ease back somewhat into their livelihoods, their normal livelihoods. You go up a bit on the front page of the Daily Guide, explosion killed 1,300 in Accra floods, 1,300? No. Wrong. Resident of Accra woke up yesterday to the devastating news of several deaths in that very incident. We also have 2 grabbed for kidnapping, and give me bulldozer or stories on the front page of the Daily Guide. On the front page of the General Telegraph, we have buildings standing on water courses to be demolished, and police officers complete intensive training on cyber security. On the front page of the Business and Financial Times, insurers count disaster cost, Accra floods impair business, and front page of the Mirror has a story undertaking now attracts young people, and Pearl Amwa Nyameko back on the international front. She's one of Ghana's foremost international beauty queens and an international model whose career took her to the top of her profession, we're told, married to lawyer Nyameko. Diamond Nyameko. Okay, so that'll be it for the newspaper headlines, and as has been featured also on the channel, myjoyonline.com. We also have the social network page on Facebook, Joy News on TV, and also a handle on Twitter, Joy News on TV. If you get interactive throughout the period, we'll also get to relay some of those messages to you. And so please do stay on. We'll have a lot more for you. Sports is next.